What's up everyone, and welcome to Jayconomics. My name is Jay and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we take a look at anything related to finance with a strong focus on investing. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, then please consider subscribing and liking this video to help me on my quest to befriend the big, bad YouTube algorithm. What's up everyone, and welcome back to Jayconomics. In this video, we're going to take a look at a company that I first covered back in August 2020 in one of my top 3 stocks videos. We covered this company again about a month later, but I haven't made a video in a while. So I wanted to make this one to update you guys on the company and my thoughts moving forward. Before we get into it, if you want to grow your portfolio exponentially, be sure to check out our Smart Money Squad Patreon. There are various tiers for your goals and budget. You get my buy and sell alerts instantly, my weekly watch list and entry points every Sunday, as well as updates throughout the week whenever I see something interesting in the market, and of course, access to the private Discord. The link for that is in the description below. We also have a free Discord with over 3,000 investors, so be sure to join that. And we are also on Instagram as well, so hit us up at Jayconomics with a follow on IG. Those links are also in the description below. So make that thumbs up turn blue and subscribe if you're new. It really does help the channel grow. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. So that tiny company I brought to you back in August was none other than Cleanspark, a company providing advanced software and controls technology solutions to solve modern energy challenges. What they provide is they provide this end-to-end microgrid energy modeling, energy market communications, and energy management solutions, among other things. If you want a full analysis on the company, be sure to check that video linked right above. Now, Cleanspark's share price has gone absolutely crazy since October, bringing shareholders more than a 5x in less than 3 months, while reaching a high of $42. Cleanspark closed at $37 on Monday, equating to a market cap of just under $900 million. But what has happened to trigger such a dramatic increase in such a short time? Now remember, Cleanspark was trading under $1. Yeah, you heard that right, under $1 back in March. Absolutely insane to think about this. But even in late October, you could have picked up some Cleanspark in the $7 to $8 range, which is just mind-blowing when you think about how quickly the stock has risen. Now, let's go over how we got here, and then we will discuss what's in store for the green company. So back on October 9th, Cleanspark closed a $40 million public offering. This was enough to give Cleanspark enough to work with for future growth and acquisition. And here's a hint, we will talk about one of these acquisitions very shortly, which in my mind is a big reason for the sudden jump. On October 21st, Cleanspark reported annual revenues of $10 million, which represented a 222% increase in gross revenues over the company's 2019 fiscal year-end results. This was the 4th consecutive year that Cleanspark blew the annual revenues out of the water. Now for 2021, Cleanspark projected $20 million of revenue. However, I think that this is an extremely conservative target knowing what we do now. Then, on October 28th, Cleanspark announced 2 new EV contracts for Grid Fabric software subscriptions, which is going to play a key role for recurring revenues and continued growth for the company. However, the real spark for Cleanspark was the acquisition of ATL Data Center, a Bitcoin miner company. This allows Cleanspark to use their own technology to effectively mine Bitcoin as efficiently as possible. The pairing is clearly very synergistic and was extremely exciting to see as a Cleanspark shareholder. This immediately positions Cleanspark as one of the largest publicly traded Bitcoin producers in the US, and certainly the only microgrid company that owns and controls the distributed energy supply to its own mining activities. Essentially, they pair their microgrid technology and software with ATL's mining facility. Right now, they are operating at 0.19 exahash per second and are expected to expand to 0.9 to 1.4 exahash per second after the expansion has taken place, and their cost to mine is very, very low. Now, assuming the conservative estimate of 0.9 exahash per second, this equates to around 3.26 Bitcoin per day mined using this Bitcoin calculator. Now, this is what CleanSpark CEO Zachary Bradford had to say about the acquisition, and I quote, "As part of our strategic acquisition initiative, we identified energy-intensive companies facing the greatest amount of exposure to high power costs and resiliency risk. Our prior experience in the digital currency mining industry provided insight into how proper energy management was crucial to successful and profitable mining operations. In 2018, CleanSpark's energy professionals were tasked to design and engineer a microgrid solution for a standalone mobile Bitcoin mining system. As part of the ATL complex, we now have 23 such mobile mining rigs in addition to the main facility. This acquisition enables us to take our prior designs and expand upon them at a much greater scale. We believe today's transaction allows us to obtain a significant and rapid return on our investment while further validating our energy technologies." On January 5th, CleanSpark gave us an update on the Bitcoin mining. So as of January 5th, CleanSpark had produced just over 35.3 Bitcoins from its mining activities since the acquisition. This resulted in roughly $873,000 of revenue since the closing of the transaction, which is crazy as the Bitcoin revenue is starting to exceed even the revenue from its software sales right now. Revenue forecast was upgraded to $29 million, which can even be on the low end depending on the Bitcoin price by the end of the year. So let's take a look at some of the upcoming catalysts for CleanSpark. Short term, it's going to be riding the blue wave or the green wave, whichever way you want to look at it. And this is the continued investment by the Democratic Party on clean energy, leading to much higher valuations for all companies involved in the green energy and EV sector. Now, BTC, Bitcoin. Not only is CleanSpark revenue now going to ride the accelerating Bitcoin prices, but once CleanSpark has proven their tech can substantially reduce energy costs, well then other big Bitcoin miners should be very interested in the CleanSpark technology. And then we have sales, right? So continued sales to EV, energy companies, and potentially Bitcoin companies as well. And if we're looking longer term, I really truly believe that this company is going to be the market leader in microgrids and technology solutions for years to come to help with energy challenges. In my mind, CleanSpark has found the perfect storm riding on the EV/green energy industry with investments in Bitcoin as well, all the while maintaining crazy margins being a software as a service provider. Now, one would be hard-pressed trying to find a company in two of the above spaces, let alone all three. Bitcoin miners live and die with the price of Bitcoin. EV manufacturing/green energy companies have high production and manufacturing costs, and pure software as a service plays are great, but they're not really seen as a typical hot industry anymore. CleanSpark has capitalized on all three of these industries and have effectively diversified their business. The price target largely depends on the price of Bitcoin, of course, and if there is going to be a market correction on EVs. Now, regardless, a $3 billion market cap still seems quite low relative to competitors and what this company has going on. Now, if everything aligns and the market remains bullish, I think that there is further potential of 5x in this year or next year. A share price of $125 gives CleanSpark a $3 billion market cap, and that is my 2021 smart money target price, which would give us a 245% return from today's prices. As for me, as some of you already know, I bought into CleanSpark around $4, averaged up to $6.99 with 220 shares originally. I ended up selling some of those shares on the way up, and I have 120 shares remaining at $6.99 for the long term. I'm really looking forward to keeping a close eye on CleanSpark and their operations and the amazing future I believe that it has. So that wraps it up for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it gave you a good insight into CleanSpark and why I remain very bullish for 2021 and beyond. And guys, if this video brought you some value, then please smash that like button for me, as it really does help the channel a lot. And if you want more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to be notified when any new video comes out. And of course, check out the Patreon if you want access to all of the perks like the private Discord and access to all of my stocks and my plays in a timely fashion and much, much more. And please feel free to join the free Smart Money Squad Discord server. And until next time, take care and invest smart.